Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for being here today. My name is Jordy. I'm here to do a general tarot card reading for the Pisces Collective. We're just going to get started by pulling 10 tarot cards from the Smith-Waite deck. And we'll split the deck and see what's going on. Excuse me. We've got a Magician and a High Priestess reversed. This is when you're going about your activities, your goals, your manifestations, your spiritual practice, but you're not following some type of rule or sacredness, or neglecting some part of the sacredness of what it is that you're doing. So I guess it's a reminder when you see these cards together that to reevaluate your intentions behind what it is that you want to accomplish, and then adjust your actions accordingly. This is the subconscious mind. This is the conscious mind. So subconsciously, you're doing something for certain reasons, which you might not even be aware of, but consciously you're actively doing something and you're creating karma. And the karma, what you're doing, you might be doing it and you think you're doing it for good reasons, but the subconsciousness behind it is not in alignment with what you're trying to accomplish. So it's kind of a deep translation with these two cards, but there's a reason why the High Priestess and the Magician card are separate cards, even though they're both super spiritual, powerful manifestors. The High Priestess is like the keeper of the mysteries, the fortune teller, the priestess, the priest. Where the Magician is the miracle worker, the one who shines, the innovator, the creator. And we may see someone, or we may see yourself doing things, and it has an outward appearance, but then there's the inner value of what is being done. And sometimes we get blinded by someone's beauty or intentions or actions, and depending on what is truly on the inside, that is what's going to manifest the ultimate outcome in a situation. So you could be doing good things, saying good things, having good intentions, but if you still are holding on to greed, misery, or holding on to addiction or things like that hold you back, things that need to be dissolved, then you're going to be manifesting more of that, regardless of what you're trying to accomplish with your positive attitude. So shadow work is involved with the High Priestess. And that just involves recognizing things, putting a light on it, shedding light on the darkness, and adjusting our actions to better respect and honor what it is that we truly are trying to accomplish. You'll really see a big shift if you heed these words, Pisces. Now we have the Lovers card and we have the Queen of Wands reversed. So Lovers card talks about union, choices. They talk about contracts, soul contracts. Talks about love, and the Queen of Wands reversed can talk about with what we've been saying so far. Well, she's the queen of manifesting. This is a manifestation block, and she's most well known for her confidence, her beauty, her wisdom, her ability to be there for people. So I almost feel like your ability to show up and be all that you want to be for a relationship dynamic, a contract, or a big choice that you're making in your life. There's a blockage there. And it has to do with the feminine energy of the fire suit. So if I think of fire and its more feminine attributes, it's warm, it's nurturing, it is protective. I do feel like you are warm, you are nurturing, Pisces. But it starts with the self and then radiates outward, you know? So you may want to conquer some type of ego or want to conquer some type of shadow work that you know is holding you back, regardless of your intentions and good actions. But the self-appreciation, that could be your direction and your focus, you know? I'm doing this because I appreciate myself. I'm doing this because I appreciate the divinity within myself. So respecting yourself and finding new ways to express that. She's the queen of respect. Now, there might be some more practical aspects to what you have to accomplish or what you want to work towards with the Queen of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles reversed here. But this could be talking about you've been excavated. You've been dug into. You know, the universe has been working its magic on you through suffering, through pain, through beauty, through joy, and it's been digging up all these old things that need to be recycled and renewed, you know? So I'm looking at this Five of Pentacles and this Queen of Pentacles as almost like a gardening metaphor of like digging that hole deep enough so that there's enough room for a seed to be planted and for that seed to then be fertilized with the renewed soil, the soil that's been, you know, or adding new soil, you know, adding new nutrients, new sustenance to what it is that you want to give to your intentions, give to yourself, and then having it grow from there. With this Master Gardener card here, with the Queen of Pentacles being here, she's grown roses all around her here, up in the tree that she's sitting next to. So climbing roses in the tree, that's really beautiful, you know. So on one hand, there could be a teacher, a person, a lover in your life that's helping you with this process. And this is also your own process, what you're doing for yourself, right? So we're talking about manifestation. We're talking about the subconsciousness with those first two cards we saw. We're talking about your self-actualization, your confidence, and your self-respect. And we're also talking about union with your higher self, or union with a partner, union with a choice or a goal that you want to accomplish. And we're also recognizing how things have been dug up and brought to the surface to be reused, recycled, or thrown out, and welcome in new energy, new soil, and how this is something you have to carefully tend to. So I do feel like you're in the beginning stages of creation in some aspect of your life. But you do come into this with divinity, you do come into this with authority, you do come into this newness, this creation with experience. So we start off the reading with the Two of Wands reversed. I'm hearing from this card that there's a shadow that covers the doors that are open and available to you. We have the Seven of Wands. This overshadowing might be coming from your need to put out fires in your life, your need to stay on top of your schedule, your goals, your need to push back energies and habits and parts of your life that are taking over your goals and manifestations, that are basically challenging your self-respect, challenging your ability to nurture and glow with a warmth from within. So even when you're doing your good actions, your good deeds, even when you're putting effort towards your relationships, your goals, your choices, is it coming from a sense of self-nurturing? Or is it coming from a sense of, I need to get this done so I don't lose it? That's the shadow that's covering the doorways that are trying to stay open for you. We have the King of Wands reversed. That's a divine counterpart to the Queen of Wands. We have the Emperor, the masculine. Discipline, order, law, higher self. And we have the World in the past. In the future is the Ace of Cups. This is beautiful. That's a confirmation that your efforts will pay off. We have the Empress, the divine feminine. So we have the masculine and the feminine in the same reading in two different combos. Actually three: Magician, High Priestess, Emperor, and Empress, and King and Queen of Wands. We have the Hierophant, which is actually the more traditional counterpart to the High Priestess. Magician's more of a solo energy. Magician and Hermit might go together. We have Queen of Swords reversed, and we have the Four of Cups. Four of Wands reversed underneath the bottom of the deck. So if we zoom out of all these deep concepts we've been talking about and look at the minor arcana from a more simplified approach, you have wands, you have some cups, fire and water, action, passion, and productivity versus go with the flow, depth of feeling, stagnancy. So it takes time to build up momentum. It takes time to sort out the dilemmas that we're facing, the parts of us that are holding ourselves back, and the manifestations of those parts of ourselves that come in the form of people and challenging situations. There's an acknowledgement here that we might not be in alignment with our goals, but I do feel like your goal is in front of you and you can see it, and it's not like you're unaware of your goal or you don't know what to strive for. You know what to strive for, and that is in itself a huge gift from the universe, knowing what you want to head towards. And that's union with your higher self. That's union with a counterpart. There's marriage of the divine masculine and feminine potential in this reading. The divine masculine versus the divine feminine in this reading, well, the divine masculine is more in their power but their power is, in a sense, being used, their discipline is being used for irrelevant things, distractions, side things, side stories. The King of Wands reversed and the Emperor, this is how I'm channeling it. Like the Emperor is like the discipline, the power, the self-awareness, the schedule, the routine that the masculine has. But then there's the King of Wands reverse, another aspect of the masculine here, who is, chasing, erasing is what I'm hearing, starting from scratch and then throwing out the plan and then starting from scratch again. It's the King of Wands reverse, the one who keeps trying to restart something instead of following through or never getting started altogether. This is an aspect of ourselves, whether we are masculine or feminine. You could have this part of yourself and you could be a woman or a divine feminine by how you recognize yourself, but you still have this masculine part of you. And vice versa. We've got the divine feminine down here with the Queen of Swords reversed and the Empress reversed. Those are, next to the Four Cups, like hard feelings. Those are feeling judged, feeling exposed, wanting to relax, but actually having to stay hyper-focused, hyper-vigilant. Wanting to be carefree, but also being hard on oneself. So these are things I'm identifying between the people cards in this reading, because this reading's full of people cards. If we zoom out and look at the major arcana, we have the World card and the Hierophant reverse, the Emperor and the Empress reverse. So we've got Taurus energy here, which is reversed, which can indicate that there could be challenges or shortcomings or lack in the material world, the second house, as well as the love and relationship world, the sixth house, or the seventh. Isn't it the seventh house? The sixth? Yeah, relationship and love, Libra. Anyway, and then we have the Emperor here, the first house, which is all about self-identity. This is where it's positively aspected in the reading. So, you've got the World card next to it. I do feel like what is good about whatever it is you want to focus on, accomplish, and become into union with, what is here is that you've got some discipline going for you, Pisces. You can see the goal. You know what you need to do to get there. Things in your life are wrapping up or they're opening up in new ways. You're at the perfect time to start. Karmic cycles are kind of in an in-between stage right now. Still creating the same karmic cycles that you've created in the past, but nothing major, not a major cycle, just Seven of Wands versus the World card. They both talk about being in higher vantage points. The Seven of Wands is not maintainable or sustainable for a long period of time. The World card is perfectly free and liberated from the cycle. So there's smaller cycles and habits and parts of your practice and parts of yourself that you are battling against. Those are things, fires to put out, so to speak. Or in the case of the Empress here, approaching it from a self-respect and a compassion point of view of the reason why you want to put out those fires and to change those habits and change those ideas, versus trying to just deal with them so you can accomplish something that you might not be ready for until you love yourself more anyway. That's what the Empress and the Seven of Wands are saying to me right now. So, but what's going for the collective right now, regardless of gender and whether you identify as masculine or feminine, is this Emperor energy right now, which is kind of like a higher vantage point with the World card next to it, and the ability to see something that they want to obtain. And then we have the Hierophant and the Ace of Cups here. Even if the Hierophant is reversed, the Four of Wands is here reversed as well. That like show that your goals are obtainable, that you can, that, you know, there is a presence, there is a teacher, there is a higher aspect of yourself that is presenting this opportunity to you, which is beautiful. Okay. That's the type of reading you get from me after I've meditated and listened to some knowledge from my guru. I love being able to offer different readings with different states of mind on this channel. Like the reading I did earlier today was just like low energy and you know, simple and short, and I'm sure it'll help somebody. But you know, this reading is high vibe, and it might not connect with some of you as well because not everybody's on that high vibe frequency. So I do see the value in showing up on this channel in different states of being, because different messages come through for different people at different times. So not every reading is going to be like this deep thoughtfulness, you know, that I've delivered right now. I've even surprised myself a little bit, but it's just channeling, you know. That's the nature of channeling. But you know, anyway, that's a little side note. I love you guys. I'll see you again soon.